Yeah, well, John, congratulations on this
Thank you.
movie. Really enjoyed it.
Good.
And one of the things I loved also that, I love horses. I mean, who doesn't love horses? But it's just very inspiring, and there's a lot going on with a lot of the characters, not just horse racing. Is that what attracted you to this part?
Well, really what attracted me to a great extent was I was always a huge fan of Secretariat and
Right.
remembered the races very well, and often have watched them on YouTube in the past few years. I mean, apropos of nothing, before I knew there was a movie being made about it or anything like that. And I always loved, there's an American journalist called Bill Nack, who wrote fantastic articles about Secretariat, and he was with us in a very good book about the story of Secretariat, and an extremely touching article for Sports Illustrated with the day Secretariat passed away. So I'd always been a fan, but also Randall is an old friend of mine who I've worked with before, and Diane's a friend, so there wasn't much reason really to not to.
That was a clincher. And what did you know about Lucien?
Very little. I knew some things about him from having read Bill Nack's book and reading the articles, but not too much. And you know, in a way, with this, when you have a screenplay and it's a real person, especially a real person not known, that it doesn't really matter much what you know about him. I mean, he was very dissimilar to me. He was obviously he was a jockey.
Right.
He had been a jockey. He was a small man. He was French Canadian, and he was obviously a good horse trainer.
Right.
But there isn't so much really in the public record about Lucien Morin.
Did you practice French?
I speak French.
Oh, you speak French.
Yeah.
But I always find it's a lot cooler to yell in a different language, wouldn't you say?
Sure, of course, yeah. Why not?
And you mentioned you are a horse racing fan. Somewhat?
Well, I like out here, I watched last year's, not live, but on television, the Breeders' Cup, which is a huge race here, but mostly because there was one horse, a filly, who had been undefeated and was for the first time racing against the boys, whom she beat up very, very badly, called, I think, Zelinda. It depends. If there's a horse I like, but I'm not a gambler, and I don't have free days to like go to the races.
But one of the things that's striking about this movie is the racing scenes. What was the vibe like on set, filming those?
Great, but that's a two-part thing, because you almost never film the actors with the horses during a race. You know, the race obviously is for the most part done without us completely. And our part is done without horses. You know, you're just following a little stick in the air. But because I think pretty much everyone in the cast had the races kind of memorized. It was, that's the only way you can film it, really. And it was fine. Good.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure talking to you.